Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Well, yesterday I put up a small video about how I did one of my pockets, and I'm not going to get into all of that now. What I'm going to do is, I know this doesn't look exciting, and believe me, I know it isn't, but I'm just going to be rolling a little bit of ribbon here whilst I explain a little bit about where I've been. And again, I've got my timer on to try to keep me at the 30 minutes or thereabouts. So let me just get started by apologizing for being gone for so long. I did mention in the video yesterday, I don't know why this does this. I did mention in the video, I think I mentioned in the video yesterday, trying to clean some of this cellophane or this shiny kind of tape out of the teeth of my thing here. All right, this tape is kind of weird, I think. All right, try to get that away. Okay, anyway, I had wanted to explain, why I had been gone for so long. And I think in some of my previous videos, I had mentioned that, especially since, in light of my hospitalization last December, so yeah, here's the exciting part. I'm just rolling ribbon, just putting it on guard so I can put it away. But especially since my hospitalization last December, and it was quite a scare. And since then, even though I'm better, I'm much better as far as my digestive system is concerned. Nonetheless, I'm just going to kind of put this down here because it twists. I continue to have some issues with things that I really didn't have too much issues with before, food-wise. I really have to stay away from red meat. If I have it, I have to have it in very small portions and very, very infrequently. At least that's how it seems at the moment. And I have to really stay away from fried foods, which is a shame because boy, do I love a good cheeseburger and fries, but I'm afraid that's not going to be on my menu very frequently, very often from here on in. It was kind of always my go-to meal, if I didn't know what else to get, didn't know what I really wanted. If we went out to eat, I would always have a cheeseburger and fries, and now that can't be the case. I've been trying to eat a whole lot more salads, drink a whole lot more water, particularly because I really do have a tendency to dehydrate, I think, more than the average person. Yeah, so I've been trying to do better with my eating habits and trying to eat better and stay away from some of the things that really have been bothering me. When I have these, I just sort of tape them together, and I'll run into the tape eventually. But so that being said, however, after January, my back started giving me some more problems, and I think most of you know and are aware. That's a little printed off, isn't it? But anyway, okay, I just realized that. But I think most of you know that I have, degenerative disc disease in my back. I have spondylosis. I have stenosis in my lower back, and I increasingly have more and more issues and more problems with that. Well, in February, I developed bursitis and in my right hip, and then shortly after that happened to me, like within a matter of days, I had sciatica. And I went to an orthopedist, and and I think these were in some of my last videos, I'm pretty sure. And went to the orthopedist and, said that I would look up some exercises to do for bursitis and sciatica and, do those. And I had been doing them, frankly, not as faithfully as I probably should have. But I had been doing them, but I was getting increasingly worse, rather than better, really. And just having a lot of trouble. Work was kind of crazy because even though it should have been a little quieter for me in the spring, we had decided to do a volunteer recognition dinner for volunteers who worked not just at Christmas time with us, but throughout the year. in general. And so I had about 80 people that we were going to honor, or 80 organizations. Some were individuals, but, you know, supermarkets, other churches, things like that, that, you know, work alongside us and with our social services and the things that we do for the community. But we have people who work with us year round as well, and come and do for us different things. So we decided to have this dinner, and we decided in April to have this dinner. Well, the decision was made in April to have the dinner in June. So I had to really, I mean, I had my advisory board, and there were some ideas, and they were tasked with some things, but for the most part, the weight of this fell on my shoulders to get it all done, and to do the invitations, which I designed and printed myself, and to do all the awards, and to get the table settings right, and yeah, and get all the bills paid and all that kind of stuff. So that was, you know, lots and lots of fun. So anyway, that being said, the night of the dinner was the night my sister and brother-in-law, my niece and my grandniece, who I was meeting for the first time, my little grandniece Lucy, who was 10 months old, I was meeting her for the first time. The night of the dinner is the night they came up. So they were here in my house when I came home from the dinner, all settled in and unpacked and whatever they were going to do in their loungy clothes. And yeah, oh, and their dog, their little dog, so was here too, Ringo. So so anyway, so we sat up for a little while, but over the week, let me just grab, I just have to turn around and grab some pins. Hang on one second. Okay. Over the week, well, the 5 days that they were here, it was, the pain just continued to get worse and worse. And I had to do a guest room, cleaned out one of the rooms that we were using for storage. Honestly, the room was full. I have no clue where I put the stuff. I don't know what went on there. But anyway, okay, we're gonna go, let's go to black, because I have 3 different blacks here, so we won't do all black all at the same time. So I had to clean out that one room, and it had a bunk bed in it, so we had to get rid of the bunk bed and get another regular bed, and we painted the room, and, you know, all the stuff going on with my back and my legs hurting. As my right leg was hurting, of course, I was utilizing my left leg a whole lot more, which then developed bursitis in my left leg. So yeah, so I just had a bunch of trouble. So finally, when my family left, I left on a Tuesday, came up on a Thursday, left the following Tuesday. We had our family picnic in between back in New Jersey, which was awesome. Just, of course, always awesome to see my family and my extended family. And so my sister and family left back for South Carolina on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, I was not just in so much pain that I could barely walk. I could barely lift and move my leg, my right leg. I was nauseous to the point that my husband was concerned. He wanted to take me to the hospital, but I told him I wasn't quite ready. Wait to see if I got any more violently ill before we drove me off to the emergency room yet again. I wasn't looking forward to that. So that night I came home, I slept for 12 hours from 7:30 at night on Wednesday to Thursday morning till 7:30. And I made an appointment with the doctor on Wednesday to go, and I saw him on Thursday, and he gave me Celebrex, which was amazingly wonderful. Within an hour of taking the first pill, I was already feeling relief. He prescribed physical therapy. He felt that, as I did, that it was time to try the physical therapy, because it didn't look like I was gonna get any better on my own with whatever I was doing or not doing enough of, or not doing correctly, or whatever it might be. So he prescribed physical therapy, but now this was Thursday. Today is Saturday, so that has been a week, and so it's been 9 days, and I still have not heard from the physical therapist. And I called them on Tuesday, I think. I called them this Tuesday, you know, previous. This is Saturday the 6th that I'm filming this. I think you'll see this tomorrow, Sunday the 7th. It'll be up. So I called them on Tuesday. They don't answer the phone, apparently, and left a message with my phone number twice, and still did not hear. Of course, it was a holiday weekend now. I don't know that that really made a difference for Wednesday, but I'm hoping to hear from them on Monday. If I don't hear from them on Monday, I will call again and see if I can get through to them. And if I don't get another answer within 24 hours, the place is just a mile and a half down the road for me, so I will just go have a visit and see if I can get them to get me an appointment, because nobody's calling. So we'll see what happens. I hope they're better at physical therapy than they are at returning calls. So, but anyway, so that has been my health, but still nonetheless, I have, like I said, I have decided after this last, well, I was kind of talking about it before I ever really got sick and ended up in the hospital right before Christmas. But after that, I have decided that I really do have to change more of my lifestyle, and I've got to get rid of the clutter. I've got to get rid of some of the stress. I've got to get, you know, things a little more in order in my life. So I decided that I'm not going to fret and worry over trying to get videos done or get projects done. I'm going to, you know, just do the best I can, and you know, just do the best I can. I want this to be an enjoyable thing, and instead, oftentimes, most times, it causes me a lot of stress because I feel like I'm on a timeline. I feel like I have to get something done. I can't find what I'm looking for. I don't get caught up on things, and it's just been causing a lot of stress for me, which I don't want it to. This is supposed to be a hobby. This is supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be my you know, my outlet rather than adding to my stress. So I have decided that I'm just taking it slowly, and I will get to the projects that I have. I will finish them, and I had said previously that I'm not going to take custom orders anymore, and at least for right now, I'm not going to be mailing overseas. With that big fiasco that I had with Etsy, with the Christmas journal going to Germany, and how I not only lost the journal to the woman, but I also lost the money. I actually, you know, had to pay extra for them to steal it from me. So that being said, my Etsy shop, for whatever their reasons are, I don't know, they just decided to reinstate me after they told me they were going to permanently bar me, and then all of a sudden it was reinstated. And I know people do go, but there's nothing in there. I still think that for right now, I'm just going to rely on my videos. I'll rely on Instagram, and I'll just sell the journals through email. You know, if you want it, if you see something and you like it and you want it, you can just buy it from me that way. So I think that's probably going to be the way I'm going to have to go, at least for the time being. I talked about the possibility of doing, just trying to keep an eye on my time. I bought myself a little timer, so I can, you know, keep myself on track here, particularly since I'm having trouble with my phone, and I had to bring the resolution down because it kept telling me it couldn't upload my videos to YouTube on that high of a whatever it was, you know, quality or whatever. I don't know what they call it because I don't understand this stuff. So my husband and I are talking about a new camera, you know, possibly trying to figure out a way. I don't know, because I don't know about these things. He knows some, and I know, which is hard. Like he'll say, I know just enough to make trouble. And I know less than that. So a techie, I am not. So I have to figure out how we have to figure out how we're going to be able to do videos longer than a half an hour, because I think a half an hour is my limit. And I said I brought down the HD level, whatever, 1 notch, which is all I can according to my phone. And I can't make it any less of a resolution than that. And so, but anyhow, so we're gonna work on that. He's got a couple little projects in here. I need him to put an outlet, not an outlet, you know, one of those little boxes where you can plug in more than one plug. The plugs, because I'm in the basement, and because previously they have gotten water in this basement, all the outlets are like 6 feet off the floor, so I can't reach them. And the one that I need that's right here above my desk, I have to stand on my desk to get up to. So I got one of those power strips. That's what they're called, power strips. And he's going to mount it on the wall for me over this way so that I can plug things in and not have so many wires dangling over towards my desk. And I'll be able to use my heat tool then, because anytime I've wanted to use my heat tool to emboss or to dry something or whatever, I have to take it someplace else because I don't have a way to plug it in, really. I mean, I do, but I can't get to it. So he's going to do that, and he's going to put another light for me on the other side of my room over there by where I sit with my computers. And yeah, so he'll do that for me, hopefully sometime before the summer's over, because then we're going to start getting really busy again, and then it won't happen until next year. So I'm going to hope. I'm going to try. But all of that being said, I forgot where I was before when I got off on the camera thing and the time. I'm down to 14 minutes now. But all that being said, oh, I think I was talking about not mailing overseas and, you know, things like that. I'm just going to stay in the U.S. for now. Do it through the email. If somebody's interested, they can contact me that way. Work on possibly setting up a website. I do realize it's not free, so we have to consider the costs of that, because again, this is a hobby. But what am I going to do with all of these journals I make? I can't possibly write in them all. You know, so, and like I said, I sell them really to recoup some of the money that I spend on all of these supplies. So that also being said, I will be in a couple of weeks, because like I said, I have been working these past 3 months where I can, when I can, on trying to put this craft room in order. And frankly, this is the neatest and the most orderly it has been in my entire journaling career, which has only been maybe almost 5 years now. In the fall, I think it'll be 5 years that I started doing this. But I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take the chaos. I couldn't take not finding anything. I couldn't take the fact that I couldn't put anything away, because everywhere I looked, there was nothing but a mess. So I've been working really hard on opening all the boxes that are left or that were left and putting all like things together. Now, that being said, I've got everything for the most part. I still have a little bit I have to go through. That's over there. We had a little bit of an overflow of a flood on our air conditioning or something, condenser or something, and it leaked and went under a wall, because it was, you know, it's just a wall built on the basement floor. And that was the one corner I hadn't gotten to. So I had several boxes and some stuff over there. And of course I had some furniture, you know, a couple of cabinets, or one cabinet was over there. So I had to empty the cabinet, pick it up, put it out to dry, pick up all the boxes, empty out all the boxes, throw away the wet boxes. And thankfully the boxes took most of the wet, but some things did get wet. So I had to dry things out. I had to throw things away. And now whatever was left ended up all over the basement. It was all up and off the floor. As my husband fixed the problem and replaced the condenser, we just wanted to make sure that nothing else happened. So I had to leave everything up and keep it off the floor just in case something did happen. And now I had all these piles on top of things again, so I had no flat surfaces to go, you know, to sit and sort through things. And I wasn't getting on the floor, because at that point I couldn't get up and down. So yeah, it's just been, you know, It's been one of those things, but it's all coming together. I have a bit to do. I do believe that I should be able to conquer that over the next 10 days to 14 days at the most, which if you're seeing this on the 7th, I'm going to say maybe about the 20. I got like 2 pieces of tape there. I don't know how I did that. Golly, this tape is weird. But I would say on or around the 21st of July, hopefully. I am going to do my best to try to do a craft room tour for what it's worth. I think it will encourage a lot of people who, I think I probably have a lot of space, maybe more than most, especially those who have to work off their dining room table or kitchen table or a little corner in their living room. I do have a decent size area. I have a lot of stuff though, and I can't afford, fancy craft room organizers. So you want to talk about a shoestring, I'm on a broken shoestring budget here, I guess, as far as storage stuff is concerned. It's so expensive. So, there's been Dollar Tree things, there's been Walmart things, there's been a lot of thrift store things, stuff that you might see people put out for the garbage, it's free, take it kind of thing. If I could make it work, I would make it work. And honestly, a lot of cardboard boxes is what I use. And I have some paint. I'm hoping that I might be able to paint some of the cardboard boxes so it doesn't look so chaotic and it looks a little more uniform and neat. But I probably won't get to all of them, if any, but I'm going to try to get to some, only because with the painting, I have like book plates, the metal book plates that I want to attach to some of these things, so it will tell me what's in there, so I don't have to keep going around and pulling them out to see, is it in here, is it in here, is it in here, kind of thing. I can just read the label. I have gone, oh, I think I'm done. I have gone crazy trying to label things so that I know where they are, and using what do you call them, the things with the tape, you type the little things and the tape comes out. I've been using those, and in some cases I have been using, I gotta watch my time, I had 8 minutes. In some cases I have been using just printing on the computer and just cutting the paper out. And this is this is from a brownie box, which I also used as storage. So yeah, so anyway, so I've been trying, to label everything, and like I said, things are together, but they're not necessarily, not at this point anyway, organized within their area, but at least they're together. And I know if I want beads, I know where to go. I know if I want buttons, I know where to go. I know if I want fabric, I know where to go. If I want ribbons, laces, that was a big job, doing all of the ribbons and laces. I've got a system in here so that things get put back in the exact same place I got them from. And yeah, so I'm really, it's been working for me. And this is part of the process. This is what I've been doing. Rather than leaving them in little plastic bags, or on, like ribbon rolls or something like that, I've been taking them off and doing this because I can store more in one place, more effectively and efficiently, I should say. So it's easier for me. But you'll be seeing all of that, hopefully within, about 2 weeks, about 2 weeks time. And like I said, it's a basement. There's, rafters and floorboards above me, and whatever you call those things, for air conditioning, the ducts, they're above me. There's no finished ceiling here. It's a basement floor. that really should have been refinished years ago, and should have at least been refinished before we got here, but nobody thought to do it. And then of course, once we moved our stuff in, there is no doing it. So somebody else is going to have to think about that, who doesn't need a basement quite as much as we do, with all of our stuff. So, but anyway, like I said, I'm going to try to do that over the course of the next couple of weeks, getting it cleaned up a little bit more, finishing going through all of the stuff, and getting it all put away, or thrown away, or given away, or whatever it is I'm going to do. Because I'm finding things frankly, I just don't need them. And I did lose a lot with the water as well, but really no real loss, to tell you the truth. It's really no real loss. So I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I just got to clean up the last of the mess. So while I'm sitting here looking at my timer, I have 4 more minutes. I still have 2 more ribbons I have to roll, but I think I'm just going to finish this one here and, you know, finish my last little bits and pieces, and just say goodnight to you after that, because it is 6:45 on Saturday night, the 6th. But like I said, I'll probably put this up so it will go up at midnight tonight for Sunday, so that you'll have a little bit of an idea of where I've been and what's been going on, and how I'm trying to change, how I'm trying to incorporate that slow living mentality and lifestyle into my life. I have ordered a book on using herbs as medicines and salves and things like that. So I'm going to try to do some more holistic stuff and just slow down my life, because I have just been doing too much. So with all of that being said, guys, again, I mentioned, I think maybe not in my video yesterday, but in the description box, I had several people contact me, concerned that I had been missing for so long, hoping that I was okay, keeping me in their prayers, and I am so appreciative of that. So, see, you got me crying. But anyway, so all in all, that is it. I think I've pretty much covered everything from health and trying to change the way I'm living, and trying to de-stress as much as possible where I can, and change my lifestyle, and get healthy, and get to a point, which I think I am at now for the most part, at least the beginnings of it, of being able to use my crafting as relaxation. Oh, look at that. They've got it taped together there. Well, that's okay. It's glued together there, burned together there, actually, melted. But when I get to it, I'll just cut it off. So I'll worry about it when I get there, right? So, but that's it for now, guys. I hope that explains a lot. I hope I get to see you all much more frequently than I have been. That now that I'm more organized and calmer about things, I can actually get down here and do something, and not create a disaster or try to work within one. So that is it, guys. I'm just going to roll this up and tape this next piece down, and I'm going to shut off the camera. And I am hoping that everybody is well. I'm hoping that everybody is enjoying their summer. It sure seems like it's going by quickly to me. And but I hope you're all having a grand and wonderful time. And that is it. So that's it, guys. In the meantime, until I put up another video sometime this week, be blessed, and just be happy and safe. Enjoy your life, guys. Enjoy your summer, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye-bye for now.